Have you ever felt that there is something unique within you, but you're not exactly sure how to use it to overcome the challenges of daily life? What if the spiritual gifts you possess are the key to transforming your life and connecting you with a greater purpose? In this video, we will explore how to identify these gifts and apply them practically to bring more meaning to your choices and actions. Get ready to discover powerful tools that can change your perspective on yourself and the world around you. If you seek self-awareness, want to overcome personal barriers, and feel aligned with your mission, this is the moment to take the next step. Stay until the end and find out how to unlock all the potential that's already within you. Spiritual gifts are not a recent invention, but rather a fundamental part of the human experience throughout the centuries. Their roots can be found in various spiritual, religious, and cultural traditions, which recognize the existence of unique talents given by a higher power to benefit both the individual and the community. In this chapter, we will explore these origins and how they shape our contemporary understanding of spiritual gifts. The Bible, for example, explicitly mentions spiritual gifts in various passages, such as in 1 Corinthians 12. Here, Paul describes gifts such as wisdom, prophecy, healing, discernment, and tongues, among others. These gifts were not seen as common abilities, but as manifestations of the Spirit to fulfill greater purposes. In other words, they not only benefited the bearer, but also served to strengthen the community around them. In Eastern traditions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism, similar concepts are expressed through spiritual abilities awakened by practice and connection with the divine. These cultures emphasize the importance of cultivating spiritual alignment to access hidden talents that often remain dormant within us. Throughout history, the idea of spiritual gifts has also influenced philosophy and secular thought. Great thinkers like Aristotle reflected on virtues and natural talents, emphasizing that each person has an intrinsic purpose to be discovered and fulfilled. However, while ancient societies often honored and recognized these gifts, the modern world seems to have drifted away from this spiritual connection. The hectic pace of life, technological distractions, and an excessive focus on materialism have obscured our perception of these innate talents. Many people today feel disconnected from their purpose, unaware that they possess powerful tools to face daily challenges. Understanding the historical and spiritual roots of these gifts is a crucial step in rediscovering them. When we look to the past, we realize that they have always played an essential role in helping people navigate life's complexities and build a more harmonious world. With this context in mind, we now move on to the next chapter, where we will explore how you can identify your spiritual gifts and begin using them practically in your daily life. Identifying your spiritual gifts is the first step in unlocking the potential within you. Many people carry unique abilities without fully understanding what they mean or how to use them. This chapter will guide you through a practical and reflective process to recognize these gifts, connecting them to the challenges and purposes of your contemporary life. The first step is to observe the areas of your life where you feel naturally skilled or inclined. Ask yourself, what do I do well with little effort? Often, spiritual gifts manifest as talents that seem innate, such as the ability to listen and advise, solve complex problems, or even inspire and motivate others. Another effective way to identify your gifts is to reflect on the feedback you receive from those around you. Friends, family, and colleagues often recognize our abilities before we do. Listen carefully when someone praises your empathy, leadership, or ability to bring clarity in difficult situations. These are valuable clues. Additionally, consider the moments when you felt deeply fulfilled or connected to what you were doing. These moments often point to activities aligned with your gifts. For example, perhaps you experienced incomparable Joy when helping someone in need or creating something that positively impacted another person's life. Another powerful tool for discovering your spiritual gifts is prayer or meditation. These practices allow a deeper connection with your essence and may reveal insights that the conscious mind alone cannot reach. Ask yourself, what is my purpose? Or how can I use my talents to serve others? Sometimes the answers come in the form of intuition, dreams, or even external signs. Spiritual gift tests can also be a useful resource. They help identify specific trends you may not have noticed before. Although not definitive, these tests provide a starting point for your self-discovery journey. Finally, be open to the possibility that your gifts may evolve over time. A gift that seems less relevant today could become essential in a new phase of your life. Similarly, the challenges you face often point to gifts that need to be developed or rediscovered. Now that you have tools and practices for identifying your spiritual gifts, the next chapter will show you how to use them practically to face everyday challenges and connect with your personal mission. Identifying your spiritual gifts is a transformative step, but the true impact happens when you begin to apply them in your daily life. In this chapter, we will explore practical ways to use your gifts to overcome everyday challenges, improve your relationships, and align your life with your greater purpose. Imagine, for example, that your gift is empathy. At work, you can use this skill to mediate conflicts between colleagues, helping them find solutions that benefit everyone. At home, empathy can strengthen your relationships by allowing you to better understand the emotional needs of your family. If your gift is leadership, it can manifest both in your ability to inspire your team to achieve goals and in leading community projects that make a difference. A leader guided by spiritual gifts does not impose their will, but serves as a guide that empowers others to grow. Another example is the gift of creativity, which can be applied to solving everyday problems. Whether developing an innovative approach to organizing your finances or creating something artistic that inspires others, your creativity can be a powerful resource to bring joy and meaning to your life and the lives of others. Furthermore, spiritual gifts can help you face moments of crisis. Someone with the gift of faith, for example, can be an anchor in times of uncertainty, bringing hope and clarity not only to themselves, but also to those around them. To use your gifts consistently, it is essential to create opportunities for them to manifest. This may mean saying yes to projects that align with your purpose, even if they seem challenging. It may also involve actively seeking out activities and communities where you can exercise your talents. Don't forget that applying your spiritual gifts is not just about work or grand gestures. Small daily acts like offering words of encouragement to a friend or taking time to listen to someone attentively are also powerful ways to use your talents. Finally, it's important to remember that your gifts are not only for your own benefit. They were given so that you can positively impact the lives of others, and in doing so, feel a deeper connection to your personal mission. In the next chapter, we will dive deeper into this idea by exploring inspiring stories of people who transformed their lives and communities by embracing their spiritual gifts. Nothing is more inspiring than seeing how spiritual gifts can transform lives and communities. In this chapter, we will share stories of people who, upon discovering and applying their spiritual gifts, not only changed their own trajectories, but also positively impacted those around them. These stories will serve as practical examples of how spiritual gifts can be the key to a richer, more meaningful life, aligned with a greater purpose. One of the most emblematic stories is that of a woman named Anna, who always felt a deep connection with others, but didn't know how to harness this ability. She worked in an office, dealing with numbers and reports, but felt that her life was empty. One day, a friend asked for her help in mediating a conflict within their family, and Anna, with her gift of empathy and active listening, helped resolve the situation in a surprisingly peaceful way. She realized that this talent was not just a social skill, but a true spiritual gift that could transform lives. From that moment on, Anna began to engage more in community causes, using her gift to mediate conflicts, guide young people in difficult situations, and create an environment of peace around her. What began as a simple exchange of ideas turned into a life commitment. Another powerful example is that of Marcos, a man who always had a clear vision and natural leadership ability. However, he felt lost, not knowing how to direct this skill. After a period of reflection and prayer, he had an epiphany. His leadership gift could be used to create a project that helped people in socially vulnerable situations. He started a non-profit organization focused on empowering young people for the job market and giving them the tools needed to succeed. Marcos not only transformed the lives of thousands of young people, but also brought a sense of fulfillment and peace, as he now knew he was fulfilling his mission. Another striking example is that of Lucia, an artist who always had a creative gift but never valued it as something important. At first, she used her art only as a hobby. However, upon reflecting on the deeper meaning of her creativity, she began to see her works as a way to express her spirituality and connect with others. Lucia began to use her art to create awareness campaigns about social and environmental issues, and her work was recognized worldwide. Art, which once seemed like a simple personal expression, now became a tool for change and inspiration. These stories are not exceptions. They are clear examples of how, by recognizing and applying our spiritual gifts, we can create lasting impact. Each of these individuals began to live their life's mission authentically, helping transform the world around them and connecting more deeply with the divine purpose. Now that you've seen the transformative power of spiritual gifts in action, let's explore how you can begin to put these concepts into practice in your own life. In the next chapter, we will discuss how to overcome the challenges that may arise along this path and how to continue growing spiritually. Now that you've explored the challenges that arise along the journey of applying your spiritual gifts, it's time to explore how to integrate these gifts effectively into every area of your life. By doing so, you will create an environment where your natural talents not only illuminate your own path, but also transform your everyday reality. The first step in integrating spiritual gifts into all areas of life is to recognize that your spiritual life is not separate from other areas. Often, people fail when they try to compartmentalize life into distinct sections: the professional, the personal, the spiritual, etc. But in reality, these aspects are interconnected, and by integrating spiritual gifts into each area, you create a harmony that goes far beyond the pursuit of success or material happiness. For example, if you have the gift of leadership, your ability to inspire and guide others can be applied both in your work and in your personal life. There is no need to live in a segregated way. On the contrary, by being genuine and authentic, you create a solid foundation for the continued development of your spiritual purpose. When integrating spiritual gifts into professional life, many people question how this is possible. The answer lies in seeing work not only as a source of income, but also as an opportunity to serve. If you have the gift of wisdom, for example, you can use it to guide your colleagues or even company leaders, helping to resolve conflicts or find creative solutions. This creates a healthier and more productive work environment while aligning your actions with your spiritual purpose. By doing what is right, you not only become more successful, but also create a positive impact on your team and clients. Similarly, In personal life, spiritual gifts can transform the way you interact with family, friends, and community. If your gift is healing or empathy, you can use it to support and listen to those around you, bringing relief and comfort in times of pain. If your gift is prophecy or vision, you may have the ability to provide a unique perspective that can help others make wiser decisions aligned with their divine purpose. The important thing is to recognize that your spiritual gifts are not limited to what happens within the walls of a church or at specific moments of prayer, but can be applied to every interaction and situation you experience. Moreover, integrating spiritual gifts into your life does not mean you must give up your material responsibilities. Many believe that living in alignment with your spiritual purpose requires a total renunciation of the material world. But this is not true. Spiritual gifts are not meant to pull us away from daily life, but to enrich the way we live within it. If you have the gift of generosity, for example, it can manifest in both small actions, such as offering help to a neighbor, and in large gestures of support for greater causes. Each of these actions is a way of integrating your spiritual purpose in a practical and effective way. Balancing the material and spiritual is a key part of integrating spiritual gifts. It's not about abandoning one part of your life to embrace another, but finding a balance where both can coexist harmoniously. This means working toward your material goals while keeping your focus on what is most important in the spiritual plan. The key to this lies in the intention behind each action. By keeping your heart aligned with your divine purpose, every step you take in the material world becomes an expression of your spiritual gift. Finally, when integrating your spiritual gifts into all areas of life, remember that the process is continuous. Spiritual growth and the discovery of gifts are not linear experiences, but something that evolves as you move forward. Spiritual gifts can expand and shift as you grow, and new opportunities to apply them will arise at unexpected moments. Be open to these changes and ready to adapt. The journey of spiritual integration is not a goal, but a way of life. As you apply your spiritual gifts in every area of life, you will begin to notice a greater sense of satisfaction and fulfillment as you will be living according to your deepest purpose. Every action, every decision, and every relationship will become an opportunity to express your true essence and positively impact the world around you. In the next chapter, we will explore how to maintain motivation and focus as you continue to develop and apply your spiritual gifts. Although the journey of identifying and applying your spiritual gifts is transformative, it is not without challenges. Along the way, you will likely encounter obstacles that may test your faith, perseverance, and clarity about your mission. However, it is precisely through these challenges that you can grow and strengthen your connection with your greater purpose. This chapter will offer strategies and reflections to help you overcome these challenges and continue applying your gifts in an authentic and effective way. One of the main challenges people face along their spiritual journey is fear. Fear of failure, rejection, and even the unknown can paralyze someone who is trying to apply their spiritual gifts in a meaningful way. If you find yourself experiencing fear, remember that it is a natural part of growth. Instead of avoiding this fear, embrace it as an opportunity to trust more deeply in your faith and mission. By acting despite the fear, you will experience a sense of empowerment and confirmation that you are on the right path. Another common obstacle is a lack of confidence. Many people doubt their own gifts, questioning whether they are good enough or whether they are truly fulfilling their purpose. To overcome this lack of confidence, it is important to recognize that your gifts are not an accident, but a fundamental part of who you are. Excessive self-criticism can prevent you from fully using them. Remember that your gifts do not need to be perfect, just authentic. By practicing and applying them in real situations, you will strengthen your confidence in your abilities. Additionally, you may encounter the feeling that your gift is not being appreciated or recognized. This can be especially frustrating when you feel you are putting effort and energy into something important, but not receiving the return you expect. Remember that the fruits of your gifts may not be immediately visible, and this does not mean they are not having an impact. The true reward lies in your dedication to your purpose, regardless of external validation. Persistence is key to overcoming these challenges. As you continue to apply your gifts, even in the face of difficulties, you will begin to notice results in your life and in the lives of others. Do not give up when things get tough. Remember that the spiritual journey is full of ups and downs, but each obstacle overcome strengthens your connection with your purpose and mission. In this final chapter, we have seen how the application of spiritual gifts can be a journey of overcoming and growth. As you continue this journey, you will connect more and more with your divine mission, creating a life of meaning and positive impact for yourself and others. In conclusion, never forget that spiritual gifts are an expression of your deepest self. By accepting and using them with courage and faith, you not only find your purpose, but also contribute to the transformation of the world around you. Keep believing in yourself, applying your gifts, and allowing your life to be a reflection of the spirituality and light you carry within.